this will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Daniel. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Houston wants to play fast.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Dropping back, it's Daniel. Snacks it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, UMass! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Kane. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kane. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup. Got it up to 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Daniel. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. UMass has a long, long way to go here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. The safe ball on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UMass offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to throw, it's Daniel. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the throw again. Finds his tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play. When it's second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Gets it out quickly. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to go up top on first down. On target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over SMU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Nice move there. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Kane. Under fire. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. In the gun. Looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll run play action. see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, after him. Quarterback extends the play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's trying to get it in.
And nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows where the heck we're at.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. Using the quick game. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniel. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UMass!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Tagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. The throw. The short hands. It's Rice. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UMass. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Under fire. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! They finally get to him with
That's exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
back to pass on second down. Got a man, it's Rice. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The give on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Takes a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabs it in the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. That's it, 5. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The UMass offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David's got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the
Personal
football, put
foul.
a nice drive
Roughing the
together,
passer.
and just get
Defense.
some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Daniel. Got his man in the middle.
In a slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Completes it in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it up. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass will line up to punt it away. snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down. The change. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sideline and steps out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Houston will be forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniel. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A completion good for the percentage, not good enough for the 1st down. Here comes the punting unit. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Gets a pass up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. On the run, it's Orlando. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. Makes one man miss. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniel. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Minutemen. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over SMU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete. Terrific job getting through it. There is nowhere to go. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Minutemen going back to work on offense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. He's in open space downfield. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston will be forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UMass offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got a man. It's Orlando. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They want to run it left here. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Daniel. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but
Personal
that
foul.
defensive play is
Roughing
not
the
going
passer.
to stand. They were a little too rough on the quarterback. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. To the air. It's Daniel. Hauls it in. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the first down. Certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with something to feel good about.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible.